What's going on, guys? It's Mayhem here, and today I have a full, complete tutorial for the new map Buried on how to make it to at least round 70 on your first attempt, maybe even your second attempt. It doesn't matter, but obviously the more experience with the map, the easier this is going to be for you. But this is just the picture of the leaderboard of where I made it to when on my first, well, not really my first, but on my most recent attempt. This is my leaderboard for it, and I just thought I'd show you guys this because I can't get to the gameplay. The theater mode's still messed up. But anyway, let me go ahead and cut to the chase here. I learned about this strategy through a guy named I'm Not Magic. I watched his video, thought it was a good strategy. I kind of added a lot to his strategy, but I am going to go in the description and link the video that I learned it from, regardless of where you guys thought I learned it from. I learned it from this guy, but I did add a lot onto it, so I'll link that video. You guys go show him some love. I've been watching him for a while. He's a really cool guy. And so this tutorial is going to be pretty long. I'm going to have annotations on the screen that'll let you skip the parts in case you already know how to do something. So make sure you have annotations on. I'm not going to put anything in the description to skip forward, so I'm sorry if you don't have access to annotations. You're just going to have to skip through. But I kind of suggest you guys watching the whole video, but it's up to you. It really is. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. I've put a lot of work into this video and a lot of time played into this video to kind of perfect this strategy. But I'll quit talking and I'll get to the strategy and everything and how to get it set up. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah. Alright guys, so as soon as your game starts off, you're going to want to go ahead and take a dolphin dive right down that little slidey path. Pick up the Remington chalk here and write it here on the wall, and you're going to get a really quick 1,000 points. That's always a helper. You're going to want to do that at the start of every game. The next thing you can do is either go ahead and hit the box, or if you have money in your bank, I strongly suggest playing a couple matches with your friends before this just to get a little bit of money in your bank. It always makes this a much easier strategy than it already is. You can go ahead and open up this couch here and jump into your bank account and start grabbing all that money. I have 100,000 because I've obviously been, wrong one. I've obviously been playing this for a little bit, so I got enough cash here that I can withdraw. I'm going to take out 10,000 as of right now. We can always come back and get more, you know. Don't want to waste any, or we don't want to waste we want to waste as little as we possibly can. And also, when you get your money, you can go ahead and pick up a chalk here, and you can get yourself another free 1,000 points. So we're going to want to jump down here, try and avoid all the zombies. We'll go ahead and knife this one and try and avoid him. Alright, that was pretty simple. We can go ahead and hit the box one time, see what we get. You're aiming for the paralyzer here. That is the main gun to this whole strategy, but whatever you get you can take for this early round just to help you survive a little bit. You're going to want to jump down here into Leroy's cell, and you're going to want to pick up his key, which is on the wall here. It's not always going to spawn there, but it will at the very beginning of every game. You're going to want to unlock his cell and pick up his booze. Now, if you haven't ever done this before, all you have to do is pick them up, and you want to make sure that his back is facing the barrier that you wish to destroy. Sorry, my Xbox was getting a little bit of lag there. So you just give him the booze, make sure his back is is facing the barrier that you want to destroy, and he'll run right into it for you. No problem at all. I'm going to go over here and hit the box again. Now, I do suggest getting a decent weapon, probably just the ray gun. It'll help you make it through the mansion a lot simpler than the M1911 will, because the paralyzer does not actually kill the girls that are in the mansion. Another thing you're going to have to get eventually is the time bombs. They'll definitely help you out. On much higher rounds, it makes it much easier for you to survive with the time bomb. Say you go down or something, you can just pick up a time bomb, and or not pick up a time bomb, but use your time bomb where you last had it, and you'll go right back to it with all your perks and all your money. So, I mean, why not have it, right? I'm going to hit it one more time, and then I'm going to head over to the bar and buy some booze so we can get some doors open. Alright, so next thing you're going to want to do is be ready to open up some barriers with Leroy here. You're going to want to head into the saloon. The booze unfortunately won't spawn here on round 1, so you're either going to have to come over here and buy booze, which I don't think you can do on round 1, but maybe you can. Oh, yep, see, you can. If they're spawned in, then you can't buy them, so just to let you guys know that. But yeah, you're going to want to find the booze or buy the booze for 1,000 points, and you're going to want to lead Leroy over here Next. No. You don't want to lead him over here. You're going to want to lead him over to Juggernogg. That way that you can get that pretty early and help yourself stay alive. You just want to point his back because we want to destroy that barrier. We want to point his back that way. And he's going to go ahead and destroy that for us. Next thing I suggest is getting the power on, which is much easier if you can get the paralyzer. I don't know why it's being so hard to get right now. There we go. We got our time bombs. Like I said, is a key thing to have on the higher rounds. There we go. The ray gun Mark II, that'll help us through the mansion. And can we get the freaking paralyzer, please? Come on. Alright, we got the teddy bear. That's alright. We're going to head over here and... Excuse me, Leroy. We're going to go ahead and you can just throw down your time bomb anywhere with LT. Just make sure you don't click that unless you're in deep trouble and you have to. But yeah, so we're going to head over here. We're going to buy booze, or you can play through this round and get the booze for free. It's up to you, and it just depends on how much money you have in your bank. And then you're going to want to lead Leroy over here to this barrier. And like I said, if you can get the paralyzer early, then you don't even have to open up these barriers. But it will help you in later rounds if you have all these barriers opened. So I do like to go ahead and open up all these barriers. Alrighty guys, so I finally got the paralyzer, and as soon as you get the paralyzer, this game is going to get 10 times easier for you because you can fly with this thing, for those of you who don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a full tutorial, so for anyone that doesn't know how to do anything, you're going to be able to pick this up and go to round 70 pretty easily. Maybe not 70, maybe 40, but once you get used to it, then you'll definitely be at 70. Next thing you're going to want to do after you have your paralyzer is come on over here to where you see this power arrow, and you're just going to want to point at the ground, hold RT, and hold A at the same time. Or, you know, whatever the PS3 controls are. You're going to want to turn on the power. Be sure to watch out for that hole right there. You don't want to fall into that. Now we can go ahead and head over to Juggernogg since we have that open. And we're going to pick that perk up because that's always a great perk to have. The perks you're going to need for this map are Juggernogg, Sleight of Hand, or I think it's called Speed Cola, and the Scavenger-Aid. And obviously we're going to want to fly up here really quickly and grab Quick Revive. Now for those of you who've never played zombies before, in solo Quick Revive automatically revives you up, but you can only buy it I think 3 times, correct me if I'm wrong, but 3 times. Actually I think you can only buy it 2 times, but you'll get revived up to the 3rd time. I'm not sure, whatever it is. So yep, you want to buy Quick Revive for the first time. Hopefully you don't go down and lose it. Next thing you can do is fly, or not fly, but walk on over here. And you're going to want to open up this courtroom here. And if you make your way to the top, you're going to see the Speed Cola perk. And you're just going to want to pick that up. Now, there is a way to get free perks, which I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. But if you're going to have the regular ray gun, you're going to want to make sure to pick up PhD Flopper, which can be obtained by jumping off high areas and taking fall damage a couple of times. 5 or 6 times to do it, and you'll get the little green dust. A couple of my friends, they call it Minecraft XP because of the way it looks. Here, I'll try and quickly get it for you guys. This isn't necessary unless you plan on using maybe Mustang and Sally or something. But once you get it, you can lose it very simply by taking fall damage again. Just one time taking fall damage and you could lose PhD, and it can really screw you over, and you might not end up getting back up because you wait. There you go. See, I got PhD. And it's just like the old PhD. You can jump off elevated areas and flop. I hope I don't kill that zombie. Yep, okay, so that's how you know you got PhD. Just make sure not to take any fall damage if you plan on using a weapon that requires PhD. So now I'm going to head over here and I'm going to buy some booze. But I very quickly would just like to mention again, it makes this a lot faster and a lot easier of a game to get set up on. If you play a couple of rounds with your friends and just get like maybe 50,000 in the bank, maybe not even that. It just depends on how good you are within the mansion. Because if you're not very good in the mansion, you're going to lose a lot of points. So the more points you have going into that mansion, the less time you have to spend pack-a-punching and making your way through the mansion. Very quickly after this, I am going to show you guys a quick shortcut on how to get out of the maze a lot faster that some of you may not know. But right now we're trying to get the scavenger perk. It helps you out a lot, and it's a big part of the strategy, so we need to pick that up as early as possible too. So you're just going to want to run back here after you get that open with Leroy. It's Vulture-Aid, and it costs 3,000 points, so not really too bad. Now, like I said, you can go ahead, if you don't have any money in the bank, you don't have anybody to play with at the time, you don't have to buy the booze, you can advance in rounds, but I'm trying to get this done all in round one. Um, so I am going to very quickly drop down in the bank and buy some more booze, and I'm going to open up a few more areas. The next two areas you're going to have to open up that are required, basically, are the mansion and the little teleporter thing that I'm going to show you guys. It's pretty neat. So yeah, I have max cash in the bank. I always do at all times because if you play this map, you'll easily get it. Max cash every time you play. This is guaranteed to get you to at least round 30, no matter how good or how bad of a zombies player you are. Anybody can do this. It's very simple. So I'm going to go over here, buy booze again. Now, like I just did, you could pick up that chalk if you're low on cash. You could keep going back, pick up all the chalks, and put them on the walls. There's multiple wall spots. The two cross guns that you'll see when you get the Vulture-Aid perk, that's where you can put a wall weapon, or a weapon on the wall. So you see the girl up there. She's pretty creepy, but she doesn't really do much damage. She only does as much as a regular zombie, and she has to get right up in your face to even hurt you. So if she gets right up in your face and smacks you, there goes 2,000 points. That's why you want to have as many points as possible when you're going into that mansion. So I'm going to want to go ahead and open up this mansion area. It is pretty creepy. Sometimes I even turn my volume all the way down because I don't like to hear her talking and all that crap. It's kind of creepy. So you can go ahead up here and open up the door. It's 1,250 points and then run away like a little baby. It's alright. We'll be back there in just a moment. We're going to want to get some more booze very quickly so it makes going through the mansion and getting out of the mansion a lot more simple. So you're going to want to go ahead and pick up some more booze, whatever way you plan to get them. And you're going to want to take Leroy over here to this area that I'm about to show you guys. It's this little fountain right here, and you just want to make sure that he hits somewhere on the fountain when you give him the booze, and that's going to open up a little area that we can use to teleport from the maze, which is in behind the mansion where you have to go to Pack-a-Punch. We can use this to teleport instead of having to go all the way back through the house. So, but to open that up, you're going to want to make sure you have the ray gun, either Mark II or the regular ray gun. It doesn't matter. But like I suggested before, you're going to want enough money that you're going to be able to go through her maze and not lose all of it and be able to Pack-a-Punch. It makes it much more simple. So you're eventually going to have to man up here and run through her mansion. It's not really too big of a deal. You kind of get used to it the more you play this map. It's pretty simple, and you'll definitely learn the spawns the more you Pack-a-Punch. So I'm going to go ahead and head into the mansion and show you guys how to navigate through it. It's pretty simple, but you know, it can be pretty weird. So I do turn my volume all the way down when I'm going in there because she is a very weird person. Excuse me. Alright, so first things first, you're going to want to just dart into this mansion and pretty much just disregard her except for shooting her. You're going to want to come up here. There's a spawn right here. She'll also spawn behind you like she just grabbed me, and right here and here she usually spawns. Also right there, and she's going to spawn right around this corner and right around this corner. Now, it really does depend on how quickly you can navigate through this, is how much she's going to spawn. But once you get out, you're just going to want to go ahead and stand right here in the front of the maze, and you'll end up getting yourself a free perk after you kill off all the witches. That's what I call them. And there must be one more coming. I'm going to back up in case she comes this way. I don't know which way she's planning on coming. Oh, that way. So, like I said, she's pretty creepy. But, yep, there we go. That's our free perk. So we're just going to want to pick that up. And we got double tap, which is great because sometimes you don't really want mule kick, and I completely understand that. I don't like having mule kick. But now we're just going to want to point our paralyzer at the ground, hold RT, and excuse me. We're just going to want to float over any area that has a green door. It's easier to navigate the maze. And you're just going to want to shoot that fountain. So I still luckily have enough points to Pack-a-Punch both my weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and head here. You're going to want to make your way to this building. And be careful going down these stairs. You can fall right here, which is fine. And then you're going to want to stop right here and go Pack-a-Punch. If you go any further, you're going to kill yourself, and this is going to be a complete waste. Now, like I said before, on the higher rounds, your secondary gun isn't really going to matter. This is the only gun that's really necessary, especially on the higher rounds. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to pack-a-punch it. I mean, why not? Now, unfortunately, if you're withdrawing money from the bank, you won't get the achievement for pack-a-punching on round 1. And, excuse me, be self-aware when you're going up these stairs not to fall back through these holes. There's 2 of them. And now you can simply make sure that you have both fountains knocked out, and you can just fly over to this fountain or walk your way, figure out the way through the maze. And if there's yellow stuff down here, then you can jump right in it. And it's going to teleport you to the spot underneath where you first started. A couple of people probably won't know this, and you can just jump back down here. And now we're almost ready to start. All we have to do now is either decide if we want to go back and get our perks, get all the perks, and then you could obviously pack-a-punch and get a third weapon pack-a-punched, or, you know, get all the free perks that you want, which is what I did, but it's not really required. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that part. If you guys want to do that, you're more than welcome to do that. It's only going to help you. But next thing's next, whatever you want to say. You're going to want to fly yourself up onto here. Make sure you never buy this debris right here. Never buy this debris. And you're just going to, all you have to do now is wait on the first zombie to come, wherever he is. I usually go ahead and shoot Leroy. I know it's kind of a mean thing to do, but that way he's not ever in your way if you have to run around or anything. So we're just going to kill off our zombie, and we got a max ammo. Be careful when you're jumping down to get stuff in the middle of rounds so you don't kill yourself. But all you have to do is carefully monitor how much overheated your gun gets. And once you get on the little bit higher rounds, you're going to see that this green mist here, when you're ready for your gun to recharge, you're just going to want to stand excuse me, in this green mist and just let your gun recharge. I've heard that it recharges quicker if you hold the gun out instead of holding this out. But obviously on the lower rounds, if you don't get any green mist, you can just pull out your second weapon and kill them. Now what I like to do here with the time bombs is I like to throw it down every 2 rounds, because on the higher waves, that's when you see yourself getting max ammos, is every other round. Excuse me. So yeah, I like to throw it down whenever, not as soon as I get one, but I like to advance in a round after I get one. So I wouldn't throw it down this round right here, but I would throw it down as soon as it said 3. And the thing with the time bombs is if you go down with quick revive, it's still going to take that quick revive buy. So you can't buy it any more extra times. But all you have to do is hold left trigger, throw it down, and then say you go down and you want all your perks back. All you have to do is pull it out and hit RT, and it'll zap you right back to where you just were in that same spot. That saved me multiple times. I'm sure it'll save you multiple times too. Now very quickly, I'm going to show you guys a clip of when I was on a way higher wave of what to do if maybe your gun overheats, or you kind of get screwed over when you're up here. So I'm going to show you guys that clip really quickly, and that's about to sum up the video. So yeah, I'll show you guys that clip, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now that you're finding yourself on the higher rounds, you're going to notice yourself having to get up and down from the top shelf here more and more. It's really simple to do. As soon as your gun overheats, if you can't get any ammo or you don't have any green mist, all you're going to want to do is jump down, circle around, and you're just going to want to make your way over here to the courthouse. Don't actually go into the courthouse, that could be a death trap, but you kind of want to keep a slow pace so the zombies don't start spawning ahead of you and dying off. You just want to make sure you can kind of see them, and you just want to come over here and levitate yourself over, and you can kind of slide down off the rock and get back over here, and your gun should be recharged just enough for you to continue on and maybe get some green mist so you don't have to go around again. It's very simple to do. Also, on the higher rounds, about 70 plus, you're going to want to take it kind of slow when you're killing zombies, because if you get too many zombies up here on this high of a round, your game will exit you out. You'll get an error message. Alright guys, so this right here is an example of the error message that it will get if your game has too much going on. I'm not really sure exactly what causes it, but that's what I'm assuming, because I'm assuming that's what causes it because this has happened to a lot of people, and this is the same exact situation. I happen to be on round 75. I saw Syndicate's live stream. He was on round 72 when it happened to him. I could have kept going for all day, man. I could have had the world record. But it's a very simple strategy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This, again, is my leaderboard, just in case any of you guys wanted to see it. 75 rounds. I thought I did pretty good, even though Treyarch shut me down on 75. That's all right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please be sure to give me a like very quickly. And be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And guys, I'm Mayhem. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time.